Hello and welcome. It's Frank Calabro Jr. And what we're going to do in this particular video is I'm going to teach you guys some very, very valuable information. We're going to go over the fundamental, basically blueprint of advertising and marketing. I'm going to show you what you need to be focusing on if you're new to advertising and marketing online, or even if you've been around for a while and you haven't figured things out. What I mean by that is if you're not making a full-time income online, pay close attention because this is definitely going to help you. Now, if you're a traditional business owner, network marketer, distributor, affiliate, or internet marketer, you're going to want to pay close attention to this training. And I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions, and you guys can write these down. I would definitely recommend taking some notes in this training because there's going to be some valuable, and I do mean valuable, strategies that I'm going to pass along. And here's what I want to ask you guys is really, how long have you been consistently generating sales online? I mean, just write down the number. Has it been weeks, months, years, never? You answer the question. Are you making good money? And what I mean by good money is enough for you to live on. The absolute minimum is enough for you to live on. That's good money. Anything extra on top of that is actually, that's gravy. And if you're not making a good money, what is the main reason or the main reasons why? What is the reason? Do you even know the reason or the issue that is holding you back? I'm going to try and help you answer these questions. Now, if you have mastered the fundamentals of advertising, or I should say it like this, have you mastered the fundamentals of advertising and marketing? And most people don't even know what that is or what it means. And I was one of those people. I struggled for years trying to figure this out. There was no instruction manual. There was no real good training that would show me how to piece it all together. I had to figure it out myself. And now I've spent the last 5 years plus teaching this full time, guys. Okay. Now it took me about 10,000 hours to figure this out with no instructions. I had to piece it all together. And it was, guys, it was a struggle beyond belief. I went flat dead broke before I figured things out. Now, have you built a steady income stream of auto commissions through referral marketing? Okay. Now, by referring others to use products and services, you should easily be able to build a steady income stream of auto commissions, basically things that people buy over and over and over again. But because you sent them there in the first place, you recommended a person to a product or service, you should be able to generate a steady stream of auto commissions from that. Are you making instant sales commissions? And that's basically instant sales, products and services that people are buying, and you're being paid instantly on that, and you get paid instantly on that. Sometimes you might be, the pay might be held back a week or so, but instant sales commissions is just that, guys. They're one-time sales. Are you collecting long-term residual incomes, things that have paid you year after year after year after year, guys? Have you built any of that kind of stuff? And have you adopted cryptocurrency yet, in particular Bitcoin? Because everything in our industry is going to digital. I see it happening. I've watched this trend for the last couple of years develop, and there's no stopping it. I mean, it's definitely we're going crypto, guys. We're bypassing the banks because we no longer need the banks. Okay. Now, like I stated, my name is Frank Calabro Jr. I've helped train tens of thousands of people master the fundamentals of advertising and marketing. And let me ask you a couple final questions here. Are you willing, able, and ready to finally do what it takes to learn new life-changing skills? Some of you may just be off course just a couple of degrees, and you may not even know it. How is it that I've become the top producer in the world several times, guys? Guys, I've been the #1 producer in the world several times, consistently, over and over and over and over again. How is it that I rise to the top of everything? Well, I must be doing something radically different than everybody else, right? Absolutely. I'm going to share that with you. Now, how is it that I hold world records for sponsoring and, more importantly, converting prospects into customers? How am I doing this, guys? Listen, I've sponsored well over 27,000 people. 27,000 people. That was done in a little over 4 years. Okay. And I'm converting over 24% of those people into paid customers, which is unheard of, guys. That's unheard of. Actually, Yeah, I think that's correct. Actually, we could figure out the exact number, but I'm very close to it, guys. I think it's more like 25 or 26% now. I'd have to pull the recent numbers, and I don't even keep track of everything. Meaning, I refer people to products and services for things that I don't even keep track of. So actually, it's even more than 27,000, and I'm sure the percentages for paid might even be higher than that. Now, what I've been doing all along is in plain sight. I've never hid anything, yet most people are blind to it. They're just not paying attention. They're not going through my training. They're not implementing what they're learning. They're not taking notes. They're not following my instructions. They're not following my lead. But the fact that you're here listening to this video tells me that you are ready to get started and ready to finally do what you need to be doing to master this industry, to master this new skill set. Okay. Now, here's what I call the fundamental advertising and marketing wheel. And I invented this. I came up with this. And it took me, like I said, probably 8,000 to 10,000 hours of my life, 4 complete years, and $60,000 to figure this out. And most of this stuff, this technology and the things that we have now did not exist when I got started in this industry. I got started in January 2010, okay? So I got started a while ago, and some of this stuff like, you know, your online presence and lead generation and email marketing and social proof and live media, you know, even social media was like this new phenomenon. And, you know, not everybody understood how to generate leads, and not everybody understood how to duplicate and replicate. And people didn't even understand what online presence was unless you were around certain circles and certain people that understood the way the search engines operated and such. But here's what I came up with. And like I said, it took me years to figure this out. It took me tens of thousands of hours to figure this out, and over $60,000. And I only wish that somebody could have shared this with me, because it would have saved me so much time. It would have saved me so much money if I just focused on these 6 things. And if you just focus on these 6 things and eliminate the noise and throw away all the distractions, you are going to go far. I promise you that, if you master these 6 skills. Okay. Now, your online presence, and I'll actually show you guys some examples and such. We're going to go through this. Your online presence is simply, where can you be found? A lot of times I'll call it your virtual real estate. I'll call it your online footprint. Basically, your blog, your social media sites, your YouTube channels, your media outlets. Where is it that you can be found online? And then how much reach do you have in those particular communities? Okay. You want to be found everywhere online, or at least everywhere that you want to be found. You want to be there. Wherever it is, you want to be there, and you want people to be able to find you online. So online presence is number 1. And if you're taking notes, write this down, okay? It's number 1. That's the number 1 fundamental in advertising and marketing, okay? Now, number 2 is lead generation. You must do this. It's not an option. It's not, well, maybe. No. If you want to have any type of success whatsoever, you must be generating leads by collecting emails in exchange for value, and you build a targeted database. This is essential. It's not optional. It's a fundamental, and it's a skill that we all must master. Email marketing. Now, a lot of people don't really understand email marketing, and the few people that get this figured out and dial this in, they dominate. And I'll tell you this right now, 90% of my personal referrals, the 27,000 people that have teamed up with Frank Calabro Jr., 90% of them are coming from email marketing. Okay. Now, email marketing is not, listen very close. Email marketing is not setting up an autoresponder. Okay. That is not email marketing. Is an autoresponder important? I think it depends. I don't think it's really that important to have automatic emails go out. It might be important, but honestly, for me, at the skill set level that I'm at today in my career, it's not even necessary. Meaning, if I don't have an autoresponder set up, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I'm going to convert the leads anyway. And the reason I'm going to convert the leads anyway is I'm going to send out one-time email broadcasts at least 4 times a week. Your audience, your community, your email list, they know the difference between an autoresponder and a recent email that you wrote today. They know the difference, okay? They can tell the difference. Everything's different about it, okay? And that's the difference between email marketing and an autoresponder. And email marketing is a personal communication from you to your tribe. A lot of times we call it an email broadcast, but that's exactly what it is. It's a one-time letter to your tribe. You must master this. The best days to email market your list is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. Hit them early. Hit them like 5 o'clock in the morning, okay? I'm telling you guys, through tens of thousands of hours of testing, that's what I have come up with, and I know for a fact that this works. Another thing is a fundamental is social proof. Now, social proof is visual results. It's proof, progress results. It's reviews. It's testimonials. It's that kind of thing. It's basically validation of the product or service, okay? When you're in a Facebook group, for example, a community of people that are sharing excitement, they're sharing proof, they're sharing their results, they're giving their testimonials, they're endorsing a product or service or whatever it may be. Incredibly important. And all this was still being developed back in the early days of my career, and really didn't even understand this, what it even meant at the time. Of course, I'm going back quite a few years, but, this was something that was developing, and now it's readily available. You can find communities and groups and such with people that are using your product or service or whatever it may be. They're endorsing and validating it. Live media. Here's one of those new technologies that came along that I started using, I want to say about 5 years ago. And, there's lots of different outlets now, and this is so incredibly powerful. I don't think people understand that, the mobile device that they're holding in their hand, some people call it a cell phone. It's not a cell phone. It's a portable television station. You can literally push a button on your mobile device. Some people will call it a cell phone. You can go live and start broadcasting to a community. That's insanely powerful, guys. And I don't think people truly understand how powerful that is. And just a couple of different examples. There's obviously webinars. There's all these different free conference call, and there's Zoom calls, and there's Webinar Jam, and I'm trying to think of all these different ones. You got Facebook Live, you got YouTube Live, there's multiple platforms where you can go live now. But the bottom line is, this is definitely a fundamental of advertising and marketing. It's not an option. You actually have to participate in this. You actually have to do this, okay? And it might take a little bit of courage to get over this, okay? Because I know when I first started doing videos, I thought it was pretty ridiculous that I was talking to a camera in an empty room. I thought it was insane. I thought it was completely out of this world. I was like, what am I doing? This feels pretty damn silly, but I got over it, guys. And the same thing with live media. I got over it. Was I excited to do it? No, I was not. I was actually quite kind of nervous about it, guys, to be honest with you. And I'm still not crazy about doing it, but I know how powerful it is, okay? And then personal value. This is something that I figured out pretty quick. And personal value was, here's what I did. I looked for things that the community, the product, the service needed that weren't already done, okay? And I just started bringing like these extra tutorial videos. I noticed with most things, the training wasn't complete. It was kind of like you had to figure things out on your own. So I started making like these very simple instructional videos, and I set up like these very simple like training websites. And I started training people, so it was just something that I brought extra to the table. Now, you can bring anything. It could be tutorials, it could be training, it could be strategy, it could be reviews, it could be leadership, okay? It could be a variety of things, but basically your gifts, your talents, what you bring extra to the table, guys, okay? And like I said, it took me many years to figure this out, But these are the 6 things that you must master and you must focus on. And if you focus on these 6 things and you get good at these 6 things, there will be no stopping you. There will be no stopping you on anything, guys. Anything you can even, any market, any product or service, doesn't really matter what it is. You're going to dominate, guys. You're going to dominate because you mastered the fundamentals. All right. Okay. Now, I think what we're going to do next is we're going to break these down, and we're going to go over these in a little more detail. Okay. We're going to break these down a little bit further, and I'll show you some examples for some of these. Okay. Now, we talked about this, our online presence. And like I said, it's your online virtual real estate. Where can you be found online? Okay. Setting up your infrastructure is absolutely the first place to start. Setting up your infrastructure is job one. That's the first thing you do. A lot of people sign up for an offer or join an offer or get started with an offer, and they'd have no infrastructure in place whatsoever, yet they're all excited about their product or service, yet they have no infrastructure, nothing. And I'm going to show you this in just a moment. Media profiles must provide, your media profiles must provide synergy between them. And I'll show you an example of that in just a moment, how they look similar, how they stand out. And you basically, I'm going to show you guys some examples of some branding and such. But basically, in simple terms, you want to be easily recognized. If someone is on your Facebook account or your Twitter account or your LinkedIn or what have you, they should be able to recognize you from place to place to place. That's what I mean by synergy. Okay. Now, branding and credibility is established by first impression. We'll talk about this in just a moment. And this is very important. Your profiles must be filled out completely. And I'll show you guys examples of what I'm doing. Using your real picture is essential. That's not an option. You can't use your dog, your cat, your car, your grandson, your granddaughter, your daughter, your son, all these things. You can't use that stuff, guys. It's got to be you. Okay. People are not going to join your dog. They're not going to join your cat. They're not going to join your bird or anything else, guys. I can't believe people don't understand that. But professional marketers, it's got to be you. I can't tell you. I see this hundreds of times a day. I see people doing this. It's not going to work. You want to be found and seen as many places as possible, but some places are more important than others, right? Absolutely. Of course they are. Now, let's just pause here for a moment. Let me minimize this. And let me show you guys what I'm doing. Let me show you guys what I'm doing and give you guys some real examples, okay? Now, this is my blog, okay? This is my blog, planetmillionaire.com, and this is part of my infrastructure, part of my online presence, part of my virtual real estate. Now, some people can have great success without a blog. You can have great success with a blog. Now, if you ask me, Frank Calabria Jr., do I need a blog? Do I have to have a blog? I'm going to say yes every time. Why would you not want to have a blog? This is home base for me, guys. Everything I do, I send people back here. I mean, for everything. My affiliate offers are here. I got Bitcoin training here. I've got my community pages, which we'll go over in just a moment, here. This is all my social media places where people can find me. My private students, right? Consultation here, my contact information, events, social media stuff, right? People that want to get my free marketing course is here, okay? Actually, my Millionaires Club. I got my story. I've got all kinds of stuff on here, right, guys? But this is home base, and this is part of a lot of people find me from this website, guys. A lot of people find Frank Calabria Jr. And if you go over to Alexa, you can see right here the rankings, how popular is planetmillionaire.com. I'm top 1 million in the world, guys. And my website doesn't even have a lot of content on it. Not really. Not doesn't have like 1,000 articles like it should, but my schedule doesn't allow for me to write blog articles all the time. Although I do see my career going in that direction. I want to write more blog articles and such like that. I want to, do stuff like that, guys. But the thing is, you can see this is powerful. I mean, you're in the top 1 million in the world for websites. That's crazy, guys. It's crazy. And I just got a simple blog. There's nothing special about my website. Okay. Now, let's get into the important stuff, and everything's important, but let's just get into here's where I tell people, listen, you can connect with me on Facebook. Now, I'm going to point out some stuff. You're taking notes. Pay close attention, guys. I mean, close attention. Notice I got my profile picture here. All right. Now, on your profile pictures, try and use the same picture from place to place to place, like your Facebook and your Instagram and all these things. Mine are not the same anymore. Some of them are different, but try, if you're brand new, especially if you're new, make sure they're the same. Make sure that people recognize you. I got a simple header up here with my website, okay? Talk about brand recognition, that kind of thing, okay? Your filters, turn all your filters off over here in settings. If you got, only my friends and family can see my page and all this other weird crap, take all that off. You let the whole world find you. You let the whole world see you, guys, okay? And fill out your profile as complete as you can, okay? You don't have to put your phone number in here and your address and all that craziness, but fill out your profiles, okay? And you can connect other links like your Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter and your website. You can also have that on there, okay? But you fill this out completely. And what you put on your wall determines your tribe. I never put any negativity on here. I never put any drama on here. I almost never put anything political on here because I don't live in that world and I just don't give a crap. I left the system in 2012. Some people want to fight the system. Well, entrepreneurs like me, we just left the system, man. I'm not even in the system no more. I've had a job. Nothing, guys, since 2012, man. This is what I do. There's my grandson, Blake. Look at a sharp-looking guy right there. And but anyway, what I put on my wall is stuff that's very positive. And my life mission is pretty simple. Lift, inspire, educate, and train. Lift, inspire, educate, and train. That's what I do, guys. So what I put on my wall, and listen, if I see anything negative pop up in my feed, I unfriend people. I had to build a new tribe, guys, and sometimes you got to leave people, even people in your family, man. I mean, do what you got to do, but I don't let any negative energy near me or negative people near me. But make sure your profile is filled out completely, guys. Very important. All right, let's go to the next one. Instagram. I'm going to point out some other things too. Now, once again, same profile picture. And notice you can put a little description in here, right? So what do? I tell people to go to my website. See how I'm linking back? Everything goes back to my website, guys. Everything. And once again, I'm also collecting leads because if you click on this, what am I doing? I'm mastering the fundamentals. I'm saying, hey, give me your email address. I'm going to give you a free $2,500 course. And this course is blowing people's minds, man. The testimonials that I'm getting from this is just nuts. You guys can come over here to this testimonial page and read all my testimonials. I got lots of testimonials. You guys want to write me a testimonial? Feel free to send it. But once again, you can see the flow. Okay, I don't have a picture of my dog up here or my cat or anything like that, right? It's a picture of me. I keep it real simple. I tell people rags to riches underdog. I lift, inspire, educate, and train others. Escape to the total freedom lifestyle. Visit my website, planetmillionaire.com, right? And then what do I put? Let's close this. I'm putting all kind of cool, positive stuff up all the time, right? And listen, whatever my energy tells me to do, that's what I do, guys. I don't plan this. It comes from my heart, my mind, and my spirit when I put things up in here, okay? So whatever I'm feeling, whatever I'm thinking at the time, I just go with it, guys. I just go with it, man. I let the energy flow, man, okay? But you can see, once again, consistency between my profiles. All right, you guys get that? And make sure you fill these out completely. Twitter, I didn't understand this thing for the longest time. I'm not a big Twitter guy, okay? But once again, I want you to just see the format. You can see I got a header up here. It's the same thing I got on my Facebook, right? But I got a different picture. They probably should be the same, but they're different. It's okay. All right. But people pretty much know me now. Not everybody. There's millions of people never even heard of me. But you can see I've got a description. Everything's filled out. I've got my website right there, Planet Millionaire. Once again, everything's linking back to my website. That's why when people tell me, well, do I need a blog? Why would you not have a blog, man? I don't understand why you wouldn't have a blog, but there it is, guys. So you see everything's filled out and all that kind of cool stuff. Consistency between your profiles. All right, LinkedIn. And listen, you're not going to be able to do this like in one day. I mean, well, maybe you could do it in one day, but take your time with these profiles. Here we go again, Planet Millionaire. Got the same header up here at LinkedIn, right? And you can put all kind of cool stuff in here, a description. Once again, this is our online presence. This is our infrastructure, right? Fill this out. And then people endorsed me. They put a bunch of stuff in here, right? They put, all kind of stuff in here. They said, this is what Frankie's good at, man. And people put comments in here and all that kind of cool stuff, right? Absolutely. This is your infrastructure. When you get started online, you got to realize that you need to expand all this stuff, guys. You need to branch out. And you need to make these communities as big as possible. And people will begin to follow you, okay? And here's another one, Web Talk, guys. Another one. Once again, I got my website, planetmillionaire.com. I got all my information in here about me. It's all filled out, right? My interest. What am I interested in, right? My experience, education. And then all these people wrote recommendations. I never asked anybody to write me anything yet. They wrote these for me anyway. These people just decided I'm going to write something cool about Frankie, man. And I definitely appreciate this. And this is definitely will humble you for sure that people think highly of you. It's pretty awesome, man. But helping people, that's an addiction in itself, guys. Okay. So you guys see, I think you guys get the gist of this, right? You got to fill this stuff out and you want to be, and here's all my other things. So if you guys want to get more ideas, I got Facebook groups in here that I belong to and all that kind of stuff. And I've got alternative media communities, right? Are you guys on alternative sites? These are growing. These are becoming more popular, like Minds and BitTube and BitChute. You guys can check these out, okay? And you can fill out your profiles. You can see over here, I got my Facebook, I got my Instagram. This is a YouTube channel, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. I'm not a big Pinterest guy, but I do put some stuff over here. I do have a folder over here that I use frequently, but I'm just not a big Pinterest guy, but you could be, and you should build this all out, guys. Quote of the day is kind of like the only thing that I actually fill this thing out, and I pin stuff over into this folder all the time, but it's one of those places where you definitely want to be found, okay? You definitely want to be found over here. My YouTube channel, I have many, many, many channels, but this is kind of like my training channel where I put training over here. I put all kind of cool stuff over here. And this is, I don't sell nothing over here or nothing. I just give away training over here for free. And once again, you guys can see, what do I got here? My website, planetmillionaire.com, up here in the header. I got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Do you see the synergy? How the header looks similar? There I am, my real picture, right? And Planet Millionaire. So you guys get this? You guys got to set this up. This is not an option. This is part of the fundamentals, guys. Okay? This is not, and listen, nobody gave me a class and said I needed to do this. I kind of had to figure it out, man. There was no training. There was no instructions, man, on what to do with this stuff. I didn't understand this Twitter thing for the longest time in the world. And I'm still not a big Twitter person. I'm just not a big Twitter person. I don't have a big following over here either, as you can tell, but it's important. You got to be found there, and it's very important, okay? I'm into Instagram and these other sites, but bottom line is you got to be found in all these different sites. It's very, very, very important, guys. Okay. Now let's go back over to the PowerPoint. Let's go to the next slide. That's online presence, guys. Okay. So if you're taking notes, first thing you're going to do is you're going to set up your virtual real estate. Okay. And everything I just pointed out is important. Lead generation. You got to have a way to generate leads. It's not optional. It's not, well, maybe I should. No. If you plan on being a full-time internet marketer, you need to start generating leads now, ASAP. Lead generation is the process of collecting information from targeted prospects with the intent to follow up with proof, progress, and results. That's my definition, okay? Now, lead generation is basically building an email list, contact list, contacts, database, prospects, direct mail, distribution list. These are other terms used by marketing professionals, but it all means the same. You're building a database, guys. You're building a database, and that's lead generation. And we always exchange value for the contact information. If someone's going to give us their email address, well, we're going to give them something in return That's valuable. Okay. Examples, we can give them a newsletter, we can give them how-to videos, we can give them, provide them with a solution to something. Also, a lot of people like to join a community. People will give you their email address because they want to be part of a community. They want to join a community. And that's another way to generate emails. And there's many, and these are just a few examples. You could come up with many, probably endless ways to generate leads, but I'm just giving you some basic examples. And by generating leads, I mean, there's so many different ways to do it, guys. You guys know, I like, for example, over here on my website, here's a way to generate an email right here. Put yourself on Frank Calabro Jr.'s millionaire list, okay? And then up here on the Millionaires Club, for example, I can come over here and give me your email address, and I'm going to give you like a free course. Here it is, man, waiting for you, right? But also landing pages, right? I've got many different landing pages. I'm just going to randomly grab something. I got probably 100 landing pages. Okay, here's one right here, okay? Just an example of a way to collect an email address. But listen, this is not an option. This is not, well, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. No, this is it, guys. This is the way the professionals do it. You've got to do this. Anyone that is not doing this is going to struggle. And you're going to struggle, and it's going to be a painful journey until you figure this out. Generating emails and generating a database, it's not optional, guys. I've taught this skill to hundreds, thousands of people, and a lot of those people, dozens and dozens and dozens of those people are six-figure earners just from this alone, just from learning this. And I do teach this. You guys have been around me any length of time. I've got funnels that are pre-built that a newbie can use the same exact thing that I'm using and start generating leads on the very first day. It took me 4 or 5 years to figure this out. And now a new person can start generating leads literally today. Literally today. I give them a pre-built funnel. They start generating leads today. What took me 4 years and $60,000 to figure out, people can do now, today, which is amazing, guys. It's just, it boggles my mind. I'll tell you guys a true story, man. It took me 13 months to make my first sale online. 13 months to make my first sale online. And my first sale was for $25. Could you imagine? Who the heck would work? Who would work for a year for a $25 bill? I mean, it was that tough, guys, to make money online. I'm not kidding. Okay, email marketing. Now, email marketing is not, and we talked about this a little bit, is not setting up an autoresponder campaign. That's not what email marketing is. Is that important? It's probably important. I'd say 50-50 whether you need or don't need an email campaign. It depends. Okay. Somebody like me, I don't even need it. Do I have email campaigns? Of course I do. But I don't think it's essential. An email campaign, automatic, like an autoresponder campaign. But as far as doing email broadcast, that is essential. Okay. Now, like I said, I mentioned this. Although this is very important, it's not email marketing. Okay. An autoresponder is not email marketing. Email marketing is your personal communication with your tribe. And as a professional marketer, we must communicate with our community. Our community wants to hear from us, guys. They want to hear directly from us. They want the information to be current. They want it to be accurate. And they want to feel your energy inside that email, guys. That's a traffic method that few talk about. Your own energy, guys. Your personal energy. All right, now this could be done through video, newsletters, or live webinar format. Email marketing, like for example, when you're communicating with your people, you could put a video inside that email and communicate with your people. So it doesn't have to be written all the time. A newsletter is also another way of doing that. You can invite people to a live webinar. Hey, I'm going to be doing a live webinar this afternoon. You're invited. Click here. Here's the link, right? That's another way you can communicate. A lot of times I also send people through my funnels that are pre-built because that information is what I'm trying to do is show them the information again, but the email will be something current. I'll share some proof, progress, and results, and then I'll give them the chance to look at something again, look at a product or service again, okay? And it's kind of like putting a hamster on the wheel and the hamster jumps off. You put the hamster back on the wheel. You just keep sending them through the funnel over and over and over and over again until they either opt out or buy something, or they sit back and just watch you get rich. I mean, I don't understand it. Sometimes people will sit there and watch you for 1 or 2 years. Man, I watched you get rich, man. I sat there the whole time and I did nothing. And then sometimes those people come to life and they're the hardest worker people you ever meet in your life. I mean, I don't get it, man. They sat around for 2 years watching you make money. Then all of a sudden they light it up and they get busy. All right. Let's see where else okay. Also known as email broadcast. It is a one-time email from you to your tribe. Basically, you're sharing value, updates, proof, progress, results, strategy, or training. Okay. So a lot of times what I'll do is, let me see if I got an example here handy. Let's close this out. I think I got something right here. Okay. Here's an email I just sent out, man. It's kind of funny, man, but it says right here was the subject line: good or bad, girlfriend dumped me, see why inside. So one thing is your subject line doesn't have to have anything to do with your offer. Okay. It doesn't have to have anything to do with your offer. You can just put something crazy up there because the only purpose of that subject line is to get people to click on it. That's it. There's no other reason for the subject line. It doesn't have to match what you're doing. Okay. It doesn't have to. It can, but it doesn't have to. Okay, and then there's just a little a picture in here. It's kind of funny. I'm breaking up with you. Why? Because you never stop talking about crypto. Babe, I'll stop. I swear to Satoshi. Buy, then wait, hodl on, and then buy again, right? And then I put a little message in here. And this was kind of like a joke, man. Usually I put up some proof, progress, or results up here. But in this example, I just put something funny up here. And then I'm going to take them through and I'm going to show them a crypto ecosystem, okay, in this example, okay? And I'm just going to show them something that they probably have already seen, but I'm going to show them again, okay? And then what do I do right here? I'm letting them connect with me. Very important, guys. Connect with me on social media here. You guys know where this goes. You guys already know where this goes. It's going to go to my Planet Millionaire site. It's going to go to a community page, right? So what am I doing? The fundamentals, guys. The fundamentals, right? Absolutely. Online presence, right? Absolutely, man. That's exactly what we're doing. Okay? But there's just an example of a simple little email that I sent out. Now, let me see if I can just go back and let's see. Let me click on this. Let me see if I just have something else in here I can show you real quick. Now, my examples are pretty much, let me just click on this one, just random. I'm just going to pick on anything, guys. I'm not going to sort through them and try and pick one out that's special. I'm just going to pick on anything. Okay, it says right here, subject line. Today, I woke up to some fresh cryptocurrency, okay? And then I just put a little screenshot in there, something I made real simple. Greetings, entrepreneur. We are starting to have some fun now. Our new crypto ecosystem is providing value daily. Do you notice how short my emails are, guys? You notice how short they are? Yet people click my stuff all day long. The only purpose of this email is to get people to click on this link right here. There's no other purpose. My emails, I tell everybody my emails are never longer than 100 words, but I don't even think they're 50. I mean, look how long this email is. It's nothing. Give them the information, show them the deal, and just be on with it. Just get on with it, okay? There's no reason to give people like a 9-page explanation of what you got. They don't care about the comp plan. They don't care about this, that, and the other freaking thing. Show them what you got. Show them. If they like it, they'll get involved. If they don't like it, they won't get involved. We don't care. Because most people are going to get involved, man. So we don't care, man. I don't focus on that kind of junk. All right. Enough with the email marketing stuff. Let's get on to the next. Let's get on with the next one. Social proof, guys. Social proof is visible validation that a product, service, or business is recommended by others. Now, this is actually really easy now because of technology, because of the evolution of social media. You guys know you can join communities, you can join Facebook groups, you can join even like private mastermind groups and all that kind of stuff. And there's going to be a community of people that are just totally endorse the product or service, whatever it may be. It's very easy now to find social proof And, back when I got started, that wasn't so easily available. Okay. There was only a couple people back in the day that were having success online. Everybody else was struggling, trying to figure it out. And, just things were really tough back then, guys, because there was no duplication and replication technology. It didn't exist yet. Now, it is a marketing phenomenon built around community. That's what social proof is. Participants share, recommend, boast, endorse, and invite other people into the community. So it's also a community that's like this living, breathing community where it's usually always growing because more and more and more people are using the product, using the service. This strategy builds perception, confidence, and positive reviews. Teams are built at light speed using this marketing tactic. Now, you can share your proof, progress, and results inside of say, for example, a Facebook community or group, right? Just as an example. And it's very important. And when other people see that, it validates the product or service. It's real simple, guys. And I don't think I need to go into this too far, but it's definitely one of the fundamentals. And you want to collect social proof, and you want to share social proof. It needs to be part of your marketing daily, guys. I don't know if I share proof every single day. Maybe I do. I do it so often, I don't consciously keep track of it, guys. But I do collect it all the time, and I do share it. Now, it's very important, and you definitely want to share this in communities. This is where it's more, how do you say it? It's more powerful when you share this inside of a community of people that are already using the product or service. It becomes even more powerful because then new people are coming into the community, and the whole thing just grows, guys. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Cause I think you guys get that. I don't know if I need to show you guys examples of social proof. I put so much junk up, on my page. I don't like, this is kind of like an example of social proof, I guess. Good morning, Bitcoin. And then I'm sending them to a landing page, right? It's sort of an example. Here's a good example, a video I made this morning. This is also screenshots are great, guys, but also videos are very good too. Here's a video I just did, and that's an example of some social proof. And I shared this actually in my community, in my group, for this particular product. I'm trying to see if I got any more. I'm telling people to hold Bitcoin, I guess you could call that social proof. I obviously having a lot of success online. There's no doubt whatsoever. $7 business spits out unlimited $6 commissions. This is just an advertisement. That's not really social proof. Excuse me. Let's see here. Here's here's an example of social proof too. Somebody was very excited about getting my marketing course and, learning some stuff, and, they're going through my course, and they validated what, Lana was validating what she was learning. And she's telling me she just loved my training. So here's an example of social proof saying, hey, here's a student, and this person is enjoying my training. And once again, social proof, guys. Now, this could be for a product, a service, a training. It could be for just about anything, guys. But I think you guys get the picture as far as social proof goes. I think you guys understand what the heck this means. And there's been times where I just put up a whole bunch of stuff, guys, just crazy stuff. I don't really see much right here right now, but here's that thing that was, okay, here's an example of social proof. I was sharing this 53-day results with this particular product right here, okay? So that's an example of social proof. All right, you guys get all this. Let's go on to the next slide. All right, I know you guys learning a lot from this. There's no doubt. There's no doubt you're learning a lot from this. And once again, like I said, nobody taught me all this stuff. Now, live media, extremely important. Live media is an amazing technology that allows average people to instantly broadcast a live stream to their community. Like I said, your mobile device, some people call it a cell phone, you could push a button on there right now on your Facebook and you can go live. You can do it, guys. And that's not the only thing. There's other communities and platforms you can use to go live, right? but you can do live video. It's like having a television station in your hands. I don't think you understand how powerful it is. But it's insane. I actually built a marketing course around live media. If you guys want to master this, I'm going to show you where the training is. It's sitting on my blog. It's where if you opt into planetmillionaire.com, you'll get the course. You'll get my social distribution marketing course, and I show you how powerful this is. And this training will blow your mind. This training is original, 100% original from me. Nobody has ever taught this before, ever. This is millionaire and billionaire marketing, and I'm not kidding you. This training will blow your mind. I promise you. And matter of fact, I just showed that social proof slide about Lana. She was talking about it. Now, there's no special equipment required. Just all you need is a mobile device or a PC, and you can go live. That's all that's needed. You don't need to have a television station. You don't need satellites. You don't need distribution, right? And all that kind of stuff as far as, what do they call it? Syndication. You don't need all that stuff, guys. And the cool thing is, if your content is pretty awesome, or it could go viral, you never know, right? This is the most powerful and fastest way known to build community. There's no doubt whatsoever. Video, especially live media, there's nothing that's more powerful. It's the most powerful thing right now in social marketing or social media marketing right now. Live media is not optional. It's essential to connect on a personal level to your tribe. Also, when you do a live video, people get to see you. They get to see, your mannerisms and your expressions, and they get to feel your energy and your heart and your mind and your spirit and all that kind of cool stuff. So that's another thing that's very powerful about live media. It's equivalent to owning a mobile television station. That's completely true, guys. Now, before I forget, let me just real quickly show you guys. You guys can get that marketing course right here. You want to master that? Here it is, guys. Just put your email in and I'll send you that course. Okay? It's an 8-video set. I value this at $2,500, guys, this training. Okay? And I'm not even kidding you. Matter of fact, I think it's worth way more than that. But you're going to get it for free, man. How cool is that? I would take advantage of this before I pull this down. All right. Let's go back over to our slides. Slide number 5. Live media. And then slide number 6, guys, incredibly important. Personal value is what you bring that is extra to the community, right? We each have unique talents, gifts, and personal life experience. Very important, guys. Only you have your life experience. By developing our own identity, it's what makes us stand out, guys, right? Absolutely. We all got gifts and talents. I didn't even know what I was good at. When I first got into this industry, I'm like, it took me a couple of years to figure out what I was good at. And here I am. I served in the Marines for 12 years, and I trained Marines for 12 years, and I didn't know what gifts I could bring or what talents I even had where I could bring something extra in personal value to the table. I didn't even know. Talk about a man that was so broken that he didn't even know who he was. Well, that was Frank Calabro Jr. And I woke up one day and I said, wait, I'm good at solving problems. I'm good at training others. Maybe I could solve problems and train others. Maybe that's what I could do that's extra. So that's what I did. And I wasn't crazy about doing it. I was pretty nervous about making videos, but I got over it, man, because the man upstairs, he had bigger plans for me. The plans I made for myself were too small in the eyes of the Lord. Period. End of story. So, examples, video tutorials, right? Something extra that's not provided, or maybe it's your interpretation of things. Maybe you're going to explain things better than some vague video that's out there that doesn't make a lot of sense, right? A lot of times companies come out with products and services. They have no clue how to market their product or service. They don't have an idea. They just have a cool product or service, but they don't know how to market it, and they don't know how to teach other people how to use it even, or how to benefit from it. So people like us, affiliate marketers, step in and provide the training. Okay. You can also teach strategy. Your adversity in life, what you learned from that adversity. Okay. How you got over that adversity, guys. That's important, guys. I heard my friend David Sharp says, Turn your mess into a message. Very important, guys. Okay, Frankie's been through some serious battles in life. Serious personal hurdles that I've overcome, guys. A lot of stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. I shouldn't even be alive right now. But once again, you know, the man upstairs had different plans for me. And providing solutions, okay? Now, solutions could be, like I said, strategy. It could be video tutorials. It could be all kind of cool stuff, guys. So it could be marketing systems. It could be whatever, guys, whatever you come up with, okay? Everybody has personal value. Every single person is incredibly important, okay? The fact that you're here on this earth is that's a miracle in itself, guys. And don't waste it, man. But because you're all special. Everybody has talents. You just really got to find that talent. You got to find it, harness it, and give it to the world. I'm telling you guys, you got to dig deep, like I did. I had to dig deep. I couldn't understand what my personal value was, but I finally figured it out. It only took me 47 years to figure it out, and you know, now I know why I'm here on this earth. Why am I here? I'm here to lift, inspire, educate, and train. It took me 47 years to figure out why I'm on earth, and there it is: lift people, inspire people, educate people, and train people. And that's what I do every single day, my friends. And it is a gratifying life, guys. Now, here's what's going to happen when you master the fundamentals, the 6 fundamentals. Now, I can't say you're going to master these in a week or a month or 6 months or a year. I don't know how long it's going to take you. It all depends. It took me 4 years, okay? It took me 4 years because I had no instructions whatsoever. I had no training. I had no guidance. I didn't know what to do. A lot of the technologies did not exist, guys. But what I did in 4 years, you guys should be able to do in 1 year easily, maybe faster. I don't know. But as a result of mastering the fundamentals, you're going to become a micro-influencer. You're going to have influence over other people. And an influencer is nothing more than someone that has an audience within the range of 2,000 up to 50,000 people, right? And listen, guys, this will happen. I didn't understand all this when I first got started. And I recently understood this, I say the past 3 years or so, maybe 4 years, I started figuring all this out, okay? I kind of figured this what this all was about how I built this tribe, and I had this tribe of people that teamed up with me, and it's a pretty amazing thing. It's this beautiful community, and I'm surrounded by these amazing spirits, and I'm proud, and I'm honored, and I'm just totally humbled by how many people have teamed up with me, and they're still in my community. And this is going to be like a result of what's going to happen when you master the fundamentals. You're going to become a micro-influencer. You're going to have your own tribe, your own community, your own following, okay? And it's just one of the benefits of mastering the fundamentals, but I wanted to mention it, okay? And once you have, a couple thousand people following you, you're an influencer, man. I mean, that's it. You're an influencer. And, it can only grow and go up from there. All right, I came up with this acronym called PIES, okay? And once something else I invented, I came up with this, and here's what you do. And once you master the fundamentals, this is all you have to do, man. I mean, it's so simple. You promote. And how do you promote? You advertise a landing page and always collect an email address. I think you guys understand that by now. The next thing we do is we introduce, right? We introduce an exciting product or service with automated sales pages. Automated, guys. A video, a marketing system that it works on autopilot, whether you're awake, whether you're sleeping, whether you're on vacation, whether you're spending time with your family, whether you're at church, you're at the park, you're, whatever it is, you're hiking up in the mountains, whatever it is that you're doing, you got to have a way to do this, whether you're doing it or not. It's got to be a system of automation, guys. Very important, okay? So we introduce, so we promote, then we introduce, then we explain, right, how the product or service solves a problem using a system of duplication and replication. Then we sell. Let the prospect decide when to buy using follow-up marketing fundamentals such as email broadcast, social proof, webinars, personal value. Very important, guys. Very powerful right there. Promote, introduce, explain, sell. Pies, guys. I call this pies, right? That's exactly what it spells out, but it's very simple format. And once again, I had to figure all this out. Didn't have a clue. Didn't have a clue how any of this worked, man. Didn't have a clue how any of this stuff worked, guys, whatsoever. All right, that's pretty much going to conclude. I can show you guys a quick example of a system of automation. I could show you a quick example of a system of automation, but this is really, if you haven't written this down yet, you definitely need to write this down, and you definitely need to master these 6 things. And like I said, you master these 6 things, you'll write your own ticket. You'll just dominate whatever it is that you want to dominate. You'll take over things. You'll be the number one man or the number one lady in the world in whatever product or service it may be. You'll just take things over. Let's see if I can get my mouse to work here. And just a real quick, I'll just show you guys just a real simple, quick example of something. And let's say, for example, there's a landing page right here. And I just want to really just show you, like, if you're brand new, like a system of automation. I'm just going to randomly select something, okay? Now, for example, we advertise, promote, right? Pies, promote. We're going to promote this landing page. People put their email in, okay? And then the next thing that they see, let's see right here. Let's go to, they're going to go to some type of automation. Listen, just forget about the offer. It doesn't matter what this is about. What I want you to see the format. I want you to see the flow, okay? They're going to see a video about something, a product or service, what have you. And then we have call to actions, enroll now, illustrations, or or continue, okay? Now, if they don't enroll, we don't care. We'll get them, email follow-up. We'll get them on the next page. We'll get them somewhere else. Maybe they're going to enroll 6 months from now. We don't know when they're going to enroll. Maybe they're never going to enroll. We don't care. We don't care, man. It doesn't matter. They hit the continue button. Once again, I'm just giving you guys an example. Then you get into the system page. I'm showing you guys the system of automation, okay? Excuse me, guys. All right. And then, as an example, in this particular system, I give them a chance to enroll again. So if they didn't enroll the first time, they get a chance here. And then we got email follow-ups, and we'll show them this over and over and over and over again, guys, okay? So I just wanted you guys to really just see that a system of automation, how you got to have something like this in place in order to implement this particular strategy: promote, introduce, explain, and sell. Okay, it's very simple once you have something built and put in place. And like I said, when I got started, the technology didn't exist. It was just non-existent. There was no way to duplicate and replicate like we got now. There was no way to build a following quickly like we had now. We didn't even have live media back then. We didn't have it. It didn't exist yet, guys. We didn't have all these cool things that we have now, these cool technologies and, these systems of automation and duplication and replication. We didn't have all this stuff, guys, and people were really trying to figure this stuff out. I was one of really the framers of the internet as far as affiliate marketing goes. I was one of the carpenters trying to figure out how to do all this stuff, and this is what I do, guys. Now I train people full time, and it's a passion of mine, guys. I'm very, very excited to do it. All right, that's going to conclude this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed this training. I'm sure you did. And definitely implement everything I just taught you and write me a testimonial. I'd love to see a testimonial someday. Show me what you're doing. Show me how you've increased your lead generation, how you've increased your social distribution, all that cool stuff. And you guys rock this thing, man, because I know once you master this stuff, I know for a fact that you're going to do big, big things. All right, guys, that's going to conclude this training. Frank Calabro Jr. signing off. Thank you.